Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's August 28th, 2019. My birthday's coming up. I'm not going to tell you when it is exactly, but it's around the corner. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be next week. That's why I always hated Memorial Day weekend, you know. It signifies the end of the summer. And that's what, you know, that's how the media portrays summer, you know. It's 8 weeks of, you try to get everything done in 8 weeks, and basically you haven't. You got 3 more days to do it, and then it's the end of the fucking summer. And then you look back at the summer of 2019, you feel guilty. You didn't go here, you didn't go there, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't build this. It's all bullshit. Do it anytime you want. Summer basically lasts from Thanksgiving to New Year's. That's our summer. Not the time of the year, I'm talking about the amount of days. That's basically all it is. So the amount from Thanksgiving to New Year's Day, what have you ever accomplished during that time? No, nothing. You're hunkered down in your house because there's fucking 2 feet of snow outside. Okay. Anyway, that's my depict on summer. You know, I mean, it's just all, it's all a sham. It's all a game. It's all there to make you spend money. Don't you understand that? To keep you in the poorhouse. Look, I hope everybody had a great summer. I did. I got some things done I wanted to get done, but you know, you can never accomplish all you want to accomplish in 8 weeks. You know, some weekends you just want to sit and relax and enjoy yourself. I've been looking at the bigger channels and just reviewing what they're doing, you know, with Flat Earth. And I think, you know, with the high altitude balloons and all of that, like, yeah, I mean, no matter how high we get these things, we never see a curve, you know, on our flat Earth. I mean, you never see one. So where is it? It's non-existent. But let's look at water. I want you to look at water for a minute. Okay, we know water can't bend. All right, but when we were in high school, the scientists wanted us to believe that this planet is just big enough that it breaks the laws of gravity, right? That's gravity, the gravity that we've learned in school. That's supposed to hold everything on the planet itself, right? So nothing flies off into space. So our planet apparently is just big enough where it could completely break the laws of physics with water, where it bends and contours to the planet. Well, when we're out in space, we look back onto Earth and it's this perfectly round ball. It's perfect. I mean, you couldn't get it any more perfect. Symmetrical in every centimeter, and it's a beautiful picture. But yet, so it breaks the laws of physics with water. Water can bend on a planet, apparently, if it's big enough. And we're just big enough where it can bend. Well, what about Titus? Is it Titus or Titan or whatever fuck the name they came up with some planet out in the middle of fucking nowhere because there is no space. But I think it's on Saturn or... Yeah, I think it's on Saturn. Saturn or Jupiter, whichever one. It's a watery planet. It's like a frozen planet. Well, I guess, you know, that's really small. Much smaller than the Earth. But ice seems to bend there, too. So they didn't really figure that one out right. They didn't do a good job with that one at all. So anyway, so what I look at is I sit by a creek by the park sometimes early in the morning before I get to, you know, take a shower. I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm jogging because I'm not. Sometimes I'll take a quick walk and I'm watching the water trickle down on this lake. Sometimes it's roaring, sometimes it's slow. But then I'm looking at the water and it's not bending, it's going downhill. You see, that's how a river is made. You know, the water is going downhill. So if we were a planet and all of this water with all of this weight wouldn't it be going downhill too? And it would just slosh right off the planet? Oh, it doesn't make any sense because we don't live on a planet. It's unbelievable. It's that simple. You see, that's the thing with flat Earth, that it's very easy to figure this out. If you were to try to figure out our planet, you can't, because there's so many mathematical computations to show you the spherical shape of the Earth and how it's been created, where it's just that simple that it's flat. We're covered with a dome. There is no space. And it's just flat land, as far as the eye can see. Well, we can't see each other. Look, there's atmospheric conditions that block everything. 90% of what you're looking at up there is water. I mean, it's just, it's that easy. You know, that's how easy it is to describe to somebody flat Earth. So they can understand it in a totally different way than they've been brought up to, where it's complicated and nobody understands it, and everything in the solar system is got this certain type of Goldilocks position where it shouldn't exist, and it never, because it doesn't. Okay, it's that simple. No space, flat land, covered with a dome, and not moving at all, stationary. That's it. That's how you describe flat Earth. There's a channel that I've been watching. She's not even a flat earther. I didn't realize that. But she does some great work. Transvestite work. Transvestigation or something. I forgot what the name of it is. Anyway, she's just proving everybody, like 90% of them in Hollywood, are not what you think they are. Most of them have ding-dongs, and the other ones are women. So that's really bad. But anyway, I mean, if I get a chance, I'll link it. Remember, she's not a flat earther. She's just doing this, but she doesn't understand why, you know, it's being done is because of flat Earth, because these satanic sickos have figured out that the Earth is flat, and they have turned it into the devil's playground, basically, to them, where everything that we're not supposed to be doing, they do. Okay, it's disgusting. It's awful. It's horrible. And that's why I think the Clintons are going to be exposed. You know, ever since that billionaire got arrested for doing everything what he was doing, they were involved with him too. So they're going to shut him up, and who knows? He just managed to die, huh? He's not around with us anymore. So I think the Clintons might have had a hand in that. But anyway, that's just me talking. Some other things I want to... Oh yeah, and this other nonsense, okay? The agenda that they want to do with the aliens. Yeah, well, here they are, okay? They've already said that they've managed to get some sort of transmission out in space, billions of miles away, or millions of miles away, or this light years away, or who the fuck knows, and who the fuck cares? Because it's all bullshit. Nonsense. Garbage. Let's take a look at that, by the way. I want you to think about this. Okay? I want you to think about the possibility, the chances, if we did live on a planet and we were whirling around in space, the chances of us being in the same point of the universe where a radio transmission would be projected from some distant planet somewhere, or even a spaceship flying around in space. Because remember, we're moving with our sun through space, in our galaxy through space. How could we ever get a radio transmission from anywhere if we lived on a planet? It would be impossible. Unless if that radio station or radio transmission would take up the entire universe, so everybody in the universe could see it. No, it's almost like a pulsar star, you know, with that little beam that comes out, and you know, like they tell us, the scientists tell us, but it's all fake. It's all bullshit. It's all there to keep you in terror. Oh my gosh, there's a radio transmission of aliens out there. Holy shit, they're coming. They're coming. Where are they? We don't know. No one's coming. If there are any aliens out there they're from distant civilizations from our previous ancestors that lived here, then that's probably where some of these buildings are coming from that you're looking at, especially the ones out in the UK. Well, I don't think we built half those things. Yes, that's the mud flood theory. Now, I've been speaking about this for 6 months now. I've been speaking about it for a while. So it's not like I'm now getting into mud flood. I've been doing research on it, and everything seems to be going in that direction. You know, more lies with flat Earth. And that's what all of this is about. There were no Egyptians or anything like that, or any bullshit like that at all. You know, it was just a reset. I don't know. I can get into it more. Yeah, there's some more things I wanted to say. I don't know. Okay, anyway, look. I thank you for viewing. I thank you for subbing to my channel. Let me be a part of your life.